Well, for some reason I've had the urge to get my cases down. I've been packing up and getting rid of loads of shit out the house. So I don't know what's going on. But when I've got my cases down off my wardrobe, I've found my little flight case. And I got this back in, I think I got it in 2004 or early 2000. It must have been 2004 before Christmas, off my Evening Chronicle team. And it was literally, it came in three, there was three bags. Because I was doing my long haul flight. I was going across to America, to Graceland, to do the Elvis and the, it was a 9-day tour, Elvis and the Southern Sounds. It was absolutely amazing. And they bought me, I swear to God, it's so good. Look, it's still like flipping new. But all my stuff from that time away, I kept in here. So let's have a look. A guide to Gaylord Opryland's Convention Centre. We stayed in the Gaylord Hotel. Is that Nashville? But literally, I mean, there's a river going through it and everything, and there's a barrel of water from lots of different famous rivers. There wasn't one from the town, folks, but there was one from the Weir in there, because I checked. Absolutely beautiful hotel, it was amazing. And not far from the Grand Ole Opry. The Pig on Beale, pork with attitude. If you were slow smoked all night and told you were perfect, you'd have an attitude too. So that's the menu from there on Beale Street back in 2005. Shoestring French fries, $2.50. Barbecue pork dinner. A barbecue pork dinner, just $8.95, man. Wow. Order of ribs with half a chicken or pork shoulder. Dinner includes choice of 2 side orders. And I'm telling you, no matter where you went in America, the food portions are huge. Smirnoff Ice, $4. These are a picture of beer, $9.75. Oh, you're folded down, so let's put your open now. No, I'm actually going to put in. Harbrook Hotel is where we stayed in Memphis. Elvis Presley's Harbrook Hotel, 3677 Elvis Presley Boulevard, Memphis, Tennessee. And that's one of the envelopes. 2 of the envelopes. The Grand Ole Opry tours, the entertainment schedule, and the Delta Lounge, Finley's Irish Pub, Jack Daniel's Saloon, Rusty's Sports Bar, Cascade Seafood Restaurant, Old Hickory Steakhouse, Rachel's. That's where I used to go for my breakfast, I'm sure. There was an old lady with there, she was in her 90s, folks. The hotel picked the staff up and take them home. And she had a long drive today, but she said if she didn't work, she wouldn't be here. And my God, what a beautiful lady she was. I met some amazing people. General Jackson Showboat Summerfest at Gaylord Opry House. The ultimate Elvis rock and soul and blues experience with our free shuttle, Graceland, Sun Studios, Rock and Soul Museum, and the Stax Museum. So that was one of the tours we did. The Sun Studio, 706 Union Avenue. On Union Avenue, Graceland, 3734 Elvis Presley Boulevard, Memphis Rock and Soul Museum, 3rd and LT, whatever that is, George Washington Lee, on Beale. Oh my God, Stax Museum of American Soul, 926 East Macklemore Avenue. So it gives you a little map and everything. So I've kept all these random things. The map to Graceland, which is all changed now because they've redone it all, haven't they? But we went on the Lisa Marie, we went on the plane. But what an absolute experience this was. as being an Elvis fan, not like, Elvis, I love you, not in that type of way. More of, this man saved my life. This man's films, this man's voice literally saw me through a very, very traumatic childhood. The Sun Studios, he went to Sun Studios' 50th anniversary. This is where it all began, when 18-year-old Elvis walked into the legendary Sun Studio for the first time. He was asked who he sounded like, and he said, I don't sound like nobody. And he sang That's Alright like nobody ever had, with the honesty and soul of the blues and the unleashed wildness of an all-night party. So we went to tour. I did get some photographs upstairs in that tour that I wasn't supposed to take, but I did. More envelopes. The Grand Ole Opry, what begins as a simple radio broadcast from Nashville, Tennessee, is today one of the true icons of American entertainment. The Grand Ole Opry showcased the best in the country. I tell you, this was an experience because it's live radio. You've got all the guests on live, but they've got live adverts. Like, it was unreal. So that was the Grand Ole Opry schedule for 2004. But we were there 2005, early 2005. Night Train to Nashville, Music City Rhythm and Blues Art Exhibition in and around Tennessee. Literally, our Shelly, you called our coach person, she took us everywhere. She took us everywhere and we loved it. The Peabody, the little carriages outside there with the husky dogs, you know, for their rides. But that's where I met, no, which was it? Was it the Peabody Hotel that, I think it was, Bernard Lansky's shop went into? That's where I met Mr. Lansky. That's all the attractions. Elvis Presley's birthplace, Tupelo, Mississippi. We went there too. So obviously I had to pick them up from the centre. I bought my Elvis Presley glass and different stuff within the centre shop. So Elvis Presley's birthplace features the Walk of Life. Is a scored concrete circle surrounding the house where Elvis was born. The walk contains dated granite blocks denoting each year of Elvis's life, from 1935 birth block at the front of the birthplace to the completed circle at 1977 death block. The 1948 block marks the walkway to the Elvis at 13 statue, which memorializes it. I've got my picture took next to that. Memorializes Elvis, the Tupelo boy. The Walk of Life allows fans to walk through every year of Elvis's life, perhaps giving them an opportunity to stop and reflect on memorable, and it did, it really did. The Fountain of Life water feature is the complete circle representing Elvis's life circle, beginning in his birth year 35 and continuing till 1977, the year of his death. The upper 13 water spouts denote Elvis's childhood years in Tupelo. This focal point, marked by stronger water force flowing over harder stone, symbolises the enduring power of strong values learned during one's formative years. Elvis often referred to deep human and spiritual values instilled in his youth by his parents, his church and his community. These markers are of granite, a very hard stone characterising the hard times and struggles of Elvis's life, the Tupelo boy, before he became known around the world as Elvis the Entertainer. The remaining water spouts on the lower side of the fountain signify the 29 years of Elvis' life after he left Tupelo. These flow from a cap of limestone, a soft stone symbolising the softer, better, conditions of Elvis' life as an entertainer. The lower spouts flow toward the upper 13 as a symbol of Elvis' continuing reference to the spiritual roots and concern for others he acquired as a boy in Tupelo. Those traits of humility and generosity flow together with the remaining 29 years to form a complete circle. Elvis, the Fountain of Life. Then you've got the story wall, extending 13 feet on either side of the Fountain of Life, displaying stories of Elvis as told by some of his childhood friends. The storytellers range from Gay Harris, a close neighbour and lifelong friend, to Reverend Frank Smith, his pastor at East Tupelo Assembly of God Church, who first taught Elvis to play the guitar. Annie Presley and Billy Presley gave a real family perspective into the life of Elvis as a boy in the larger Presley family. All the stories are original and unedited. They vividly portray the world Elvis knew as a child in Tupelo. And the car feature. When the Presleys left Tupelo to move to Memphis in 1948, they drove a 1939 green Plymouth four-door sedan, similar to this fully restored car, and that stands in there. It has been parked on the grounds facing northwest in the direction of Memphis, which was their final destination in 1948. It was in Memphis that Elvis began his transformation from Elvis, the Tupelo boy, to Elvis, the world's greatest entertainer. So, as you can see, I love keeping things. I mean, I don't love keeping everything, but Elvis was a big part of my childhood. You get a guide around the walking tour. And honestly, if you go to any of these tours with anything, they'll all have changed now, but the guides are good because you can veer off the path and you lose track of a story. So it's best to keep on the story. The Stax Museum of American Soul Music. Memphis is the centre of the musical universe. Fans from around the world come to Memphis to experience Beale Street, Elvis, Graceland, Sun Records and the Memphis Rock and Soul Museum. But even in a city with such musical heritage, Stax Records is unrivaled. In a modest neighbourhood theatre converted into a recording studio, American music and culture were transformed forever by the dynamic sound and mesmerising hits created there. An actual 100-year-old Mississippi Delta church reflecting the source of the music's soulful sound. So visit Stax Museum. When you go there, that was fabulous. They were all fabulous, literally. Mississippi River RV Park on the bluffs of downtown Memphis. Our location is the best attraction. If you want to see downtown Memphis, this is ideal. Open all year round. That's an RV park. You can go and park the RV. Let's get an RV copy so no. Go and park it. Memphis Rock and Soul Museum. That was from the Rock and Soul Museum. In association with the Smithsonian Institution, your gateway to the most fun and comprehensive Memphis music experience. This was the was Cosmos Tourama, Elvis and the Southern Sounds, Tour Series 8730, and that was our itinerary. But literally, Sherry, we got much more than the itinerary. Day 1, flight to Memphis, transatlantic flight with a meal and snack included. You will be met at the airport by your uniformed Cosmos representative, blah blah blah, and transferred to your hotel for the next 3 nights. Day 2, Memphis. Included guided city sightseeing and tour of Graceland. During your city sightseeing, you'll get a unique behind-the-scenes perspective from your expert guide, and my God, we did. This afternoon is dedicated to a guided visit of Graceland. You'll also be able to board the King's private jet. Day 3, Memphis included visit to Sun Studio in Tupelo. Sun Studio is probably the most famous recording studio in the world, where rock and roll was first recorded. You'll be able to hear the outtakes from sessions, touch Elvis's first microphone, see memorabilia, and relive the history of the studio that launched the careers of Johnny Cash, B.B. King, Roy Orbison, Carl Perkins, Jerry Lee Lewis, and many other legends. Afterwards, visit Elvis's birthplace and museum in Tupelo. Day 4, Memphis to Nashville. Included Rock and Soul Museum. Before departure for Nashville, visit the Rock and Soul Museum, which traces Memphis' cultural and musical past. Tonight, you have reserved seats for an unforgettable show at the world-famous Grand Ole Opry. It was amazing. Day 5, Nashville. Included city sightseeing tour. Nashville is the ideal destination for all kinds of visitors, music fans, history buffs, and Southern lovers. We did all the Southern stuff too. Photographs, I've got them all. Start your day with a sightseeing tour of the city, passing by famous recording studios of Music Row, the centre of the recording industry which first developed in the 1950s. Afterwards, get behind the scenes of the music industry by visiting the popular Country Music Hall of Fame with its glittering costumes, rare instruments, and Elvis Presley's solid gold Cadillac. Day 6 Nashville, perhaps take a line dancing class at the Wild Horse Saloon, explore the Willie Nelson Showcase, or visit the historic Ryman Auditorium. Restored home of the Grand Ole Opry from 1943 to 1974. To finish your day, why not attend an optional performance at the renowned Nashville Nightlife Theatre? I don't think I went to the Nightlife Theatre. Nashville, return to the UK, transfer to Nashville Airport for your overnight flight home. And we landed. Maximum elevation on this tour is, I don't know what that means. Included highlights: Memphis behind the scenes, guided sightseeing, stay at the Heartbreak Hotel, Graceland guided tour, Sun Studio visit, Tupelo visit to Elvis's birthplace, Rock and Roll Museum, Grand Ole Opry Grand Ole Opry Country Music Show, Nashville, guided city sightseeing and country music hall of fame visit. And the extensions, we stayed at the Opryland Hotel for 2 nights. We didn't go to Vegas, we didn't take that one, but we did the Heartbreak Hotel and that other one. Did we see these ones? To help you plan your leisure time as well as your pre-tour budgeting, here is a list of optional excursions that may be offered on your tour. Yeah, so there was dinner, the pig on veal. Right, hang on. Nashville, Tribute to the King. This 2-hour non-stop full stage production starring internationally acclaimed performer John Beardsley along with some of Nashville's finest musicians and singers is a musical biography that takes the audience through 6 years of the King's career with over 30 songs. We didn't see that one, but we did go and see someone who did an Elvis show, and I walked out because he was shit. And so it wasn't a full production show. And it was Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash's sister was there. This is theft, you know. We shouldn't really be thieving. But I got them from Heartbreak Hotel, and Christine. I also picked some up from the Gaylord hotels. I've nicked some of those too. What's this then? Cosmos and Arches tours Elvis in the Southern oh right, so this is literally an in-depth thing of all of our stuff, I think. Of what we did do. Welcome to Elvis Presley's Memphis. I've got 2 of the same. So Wednesday, Heartbreak Hotel, Memphis, 55 degrees, 48 showers. And that's all my flight stuff. I didn't get all my flight stuff. Packing tips from the TSA stuff. So that is on the Elvis. Memorabilia that I brought back, like all them little tickety things and stuff. What's in there? Is this now? What discovered it is. These are receipts. The legendary Sun Studio, Union Avenue. I spent $19 on something there. Sun Studio, that was $13. Can't make that one out. The Grand Ole Opry, presented by Cracker Barrel, Grand Ole Opry House, Saturday, March the 5th, 2005, 6:30 p.m. So that mezzanine. So that's the date I was there. Oh my god. Site visit. This is the Country Music Hall of Fame, I think. That was the 6th of March, 11 o'clock in the morning. Oh, that was from Tupelo, Billy McCarthy, hostess, Elvis Presley Memorial Foundation. My Graceland, reserved Graceland. 206, that was on the 3rd of March. The 3rd of the 3rd. Relate the threes, Elvis. Lansky Brothers at the Peabody. I know exactly what I bought. I bought a silk Italian tie. I bought a bracelet, which my eldest daughter's now got. The tie was for a friend that I worked with. I bought a poster with Mr. Lansky and Elvis on that he signed for me. And I got photographs with him doing so. 103.79. Schwab's. This was the oldest shop on Beale Street. And it was just like all boxes, and it really did look old, go back to Little House on the Prairie. And I bought my cowboy hat. So I think I paid $40 for my cowboy hat. It is leather. Elvis Kids Graceland. I think it was shopping at Graceland gift stores. What did I get there? I got a candle. Oh no, sunglasses. Yeah, I've still got them. Sunglasses, $16. I've still got the sunglasses. Heartbreak Hotel. Oh, that's for. If anybody else might keep. But you know, as a child, I never thought I'd get a Graceland. I never thought I'd get into Elvis's home. I never thought all those things. New. I think this is a t-shirt. 51 gas Graceland. Where is that? I'd give it Graceland gift show. $11 t-shirt, I think it was. Gaylord Hotels. What was that for? Airport transport. Heartbreak Hotel. What's that for? Candy dish. Oh, it was a little heart-shaped jewellery. Like, well, they called it candy dish, but I use it as a jewellery. It's got Heartbreak Hotel on the top. That cost me not very much. Oh, 1960. That was the candle. I've still got the candle. It's sitting here. I usually light it once a year. It's an Elvis candle. Gaylord Hotel. What's this for? Just says sundry. Served by Jessica. $9.50. Don't know what that is. The insurance policy, right? That was my insurance. for going away. Wow, so I've actually kept all those receipts in that envelope. Let's put them back in. That one. Lansky Brothers again. That one was for $50. Don't know what it's for though. So twice I shopped and met Mr. Bernard Alansky. Beautiful man. What else have I got in here? Oh, the roses in there because that is from over there. And a couple of Elvis stamps. Immerse yourself in a country music of fame. He dared to rock, July 5th, 54, that's alright. That's alright, mama. That's alright. Oh my god, what's Heartbreak Hotel? That's Heartbreak Hotel, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I was. I don't think it's there anymore. It was lovely, and the breakfasts were free. This is my, oh my god, this is my Holy Communion veil. My Holy Communion veil. Passengers' tickets and baggages. My tickets. The off-flight tickets, Heathrow, Chicago, O'Hare to Memphis. That was a rocky flight. Itinerary, Memphis map and tours guide, more tickets, airline tickets, luggage tickets. Wow, isn't it mad when you call for stuff you don't realise you had them all? I didn't realise I'd kept all them tickets. No, Chicago here. I got so many. Baggage tags, tickets, London, Heathrow, Chicago, but we did stop at Shannon Island for refuel before we went on. Memphis, Ord, London, Heathrow, London, Heathrow. We flew from Drum Tees Valley to London, Heathrow. Oh my god. Oh, Elvis and the Southern Sounds, how do you all hear a few pointers? Please return the enclosed questionnaire. Oh, this was off Sherry, I think. Our guide. Me abseiling off the Tyne Bridge. How is that? Graceland, Memphis, Tennessee. The postcards I've never used. The Peabody. Yeah, they had the Duck Free. These are postcards. Happy Hotel. That was me and my friend. Owing room 320. Must have been, that was our hotel card. Itinerary, birthplace and museum tickets. That's the car that we got parked outside. Malone's Irish pub. What's that doing in there? That's flipping Fangarola. I don't know what that's going in there. But the person who has everything, belly button lint brush. I think I put that in someone's Christmas thing tonight, to be fair. Dice, I'm going to get them dice out. Right, so that's all my Elvis stuff, and I'm going to keep it all in there. Like, that is, well, next year it'll be what? 20 year? It'll be 20 year since I was at Memphis. Wow, 20 years, man. Flew over.